Hello. Hey everyone. Jayme Johnson here. How is everyone doing today? It's Wednesday. It's Worthy Wednesday. Yes. Uh, Yay, here it comes. Hi. Instagram, Jayme Johnson. I'm over on Facebook too. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, Worthy Wednesday. Give you guys a little bit of time to come on and see that I'm live so you can join me here. I'm excited to talk to y'all today. Can't wait to see your faces. Well, your little, see that you're here. Excited about that. It's like Instagram's like, hang on, we're telling people you're coming. So I know it takes a little time, but fall, you guys, it's October and I can't believe it really. It's like we're already starting to talk about, well, what do we want to do for Thanksgiving? And what are we going to, And I'm like, I feel like we were just talking about that. And here we are again this year, which I know is so cliche to say, but it's like, the older you get, I think the faster it goes. It's like every year it feels faster and faster, which it's a little scary, but so yay. Okay, someone's here. On Facebook, I use this different platform that I can't tell who's here, which is, I wish I could. So if you're here on Facebook, say hi. I'd love to see who you are. Go ahead and comment if you don't mind so I can see you. And Instagram, hey everyone. Well, today I don't want to take a bunch of your time. I know I'm kind of hopping on sporadically a little bit again. I'm wanting to commit to doing this more, and not even necessarily live, but just like showing up more on social for y'all. I want to be of help as I can. Oh, hi, Mom. You gotta love it when your mom joins. It's so great. It's great to count on your mom being here. I love it. Hi, Mama. She's here on Facebook. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I feel way more clients and potential clients that I talk to neglect, and it surprises me. It's email. You guys, I want to talk to you about email. Hi, Tony. Glad you're here. Email is something that I feel is so important, and I know some folks are like, oh, is email really effective anymore? I mean, I feel like we're moving away from email, and people are using, and they are, and this is certainly something that is increasingly used more, like bots and live chats and things like that, Messenger, absolutely. But here is what I want to caution, and what I do caution everyone about: several things as it relates to not neglecting to build your email list and communicating. So here's two scenarios. One, I feel like a lot of times I talk to people that are like, yeah, I do have an email list. I have an opt-in on my website. People can join and get my newsletter. And I'm like, okay, great. So how often are you sending your newsletter? And they're like, oh, I've never sent a newsletter. So it's just, I knew I had to be collecting email addresses, but they're not doing anything with them. Or B, it's really sporadic. It's like their intention is to do it every month or so, but it's like once a quarter at most is when they're getting that out. And so on the I have one, but I've never emailed them side of things, it's like, you essentially don't have a newsletter list then, because those people go cold. And especially if they've opted in off of like a Google search, or who knows how they came to your site and then opted in. If they've never gotten anything from you, it's very likely that they've probably forgotten about you, and especially depending on how long it was ago that they joined your list. So if you're going to have an email list, and you should have an email list, and more on that in a second, just make sure that you are sending something to them. They've raised their hand and they've joined, they've given you their email address. They've raised their hand and said, I want to communicate with, I want to hear from you. So make sure that you are doing that in some regular way. And so commit to what is possible for you. Don't let yourself get bogged down in making it perfect, but just, do something regularly to be in touch with those folks. Okay, so that's that's my soapbox there. And here's the other thing about email that I think is why I think it's so important. Social media, and I know people say this and it's like, it could go down tomorrow. Here I am on Facebook and on Instagram, and it's a way that I am communicating with you all. But these are not platforms that I have any control over. I can hop on right now, but gosh, they could go down, they could go away, and then I have no direct communication with you. And then when you consider not only that, I know that the algorithms are such on these networks that, like right now, I'm live, and that's probably the highest percentage of people that I'm going to get. So if I have, hundreds of people, thousands of people that are my fan, my follower on these platforms, only a very small percentage, like 3% or so of folks are going to see me here. So you do all this work to grow and gain all these followers and fans, and a very small percentage of people ever see anything that you post. Versus on email, your open rate's still a percentage of your overall subscribers, but way higher percentage. So like where 3%-ish, that's an average, of course, based on if you're going live, if you're posting something just text-based, but just go with that number for an estimate's sake. Versus say 20%, and like our open rate is even higher than that. In some cases 50%, which is awesome. Way, way, way more people are hearing what you have to say on email. And then it's effective, y'all. It's effective to communicate, to tell stories, to tell people what you're doing, to promote your book, promote your other service offerings. So definitely don't neglect building your email list. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. You can offer the newsletter type of thing that I talked about. You can offer download, they call them like cookies or lead magnets or some things that you might have heard people call them. But essentially it's like, what is some information? What's something that you could package that would be really great content for your people that they would be willing to give their email address for? And that's what you can offer them. And we've so many different ideas of clients that have done a number of different things, like a little video series they could opt in for, some kind of a downloadable PDF, like top 10 tips for this, or depending, it really think about your subject matter and what makes most sense to provide them. But you could get so creative, coloring book pages, recipe books, exercise routine. I mean, just, so many different creative ideas you can play around with. And then you can do some ad campaigns around those. So you can, spend not a lot of money to just be getting people, doing some ads to get them to opt in to really grow your mailing list fast. And so you could look at like $1.50 to $2 per lead, and that might feel like a lot potentially, but not if you have a larger model in mind of, oh, hey, I have several somewhat high-priced products, courses, whatever the case may be, that it's worth spending that $1.50, $2 per person to get them on my list. Let me nurture them. Let me build a relationship with them. And then they convert to a paid customer. So that's my soapbox about email. I have seen so many times clients that come, here's the beautiful thing as it relates to both email and a platform in general. The clients that do the work, and it is work and it's hard work, it's not a silver bullet approach to really grow that platform over time, do so much better with both their book launch or with anything else they put out. And so that's the beauty of putting the work into a platform, is because it will serve you for no matter what it is that you end up offering down the road. Versus clients that come to me and are like, gosh, I don't have the platform. I don't have a mailing list, but I just want to invest in a bunch of publicity, right? To to gain traction and to get some eyes on my brand and all of that. And that can be good. Like you can leverage publicity to do that. Sorry, I have this hair in my eye that won't go away. I'm trying to get it. It's one of those little hairs. It's like, where is that thing? Anyway, so, you know, it's like they want to launch their book in a few months period of time and expect all of the success and don't have the foundation laid to really get them what they could get if they had started months before, given it more time, really invested the effort into building. So yesterday, honestly, start today if you can, as soon as you can, start growing and really focus. And people have asked me, gosh, if there's one thing that you would say any author should do before launching their book, that is the one thing I would say is the most important. It's paying attention and growing your email list. So that's it for today. I think I've only been here, 10 minutes. I didn't want to take a bunch of time, but if there are any questions, I know that we have a few people here. Say hey, I'm happy to answer anything, but I don't want to assume that people have any questions, and you can always comment afterward too. So I will check back in. You can message me on Instagram or here on Facebook and let me know, and I'm happy to help. You guys are great. I'm just, you know, I want to be giving you information that is helpful to you, that you can use, that you feel is valuable. So I genuinely want to hear from you. If there are things that you think about, if you're an author and you're trying to grow your platform or launch your book, please, anytime, DM me, comment on these lives, send me a note on social media. I would be truly happy to help in whatever way I can. So reach out anytime and let me know. I am here. Thank you all. I'll catch you next time. I'll be back week after next on Worthy Wednesday. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks for being here.